Alright, GameForge member, now we're going to look at the shot gain calculator. We've actually put it in a couple rounds here over the last 3 days, all 9-holers. I've played pretty well. I've shot 1 under, 3 under, and 2 under. So let's go over here to the shot gains calculator. We're going to open that under Insight on our dashboard. What it does is it shows you every practice. I have it right now selected for practice rounds, or I could do all types of rounds, or I could just look at tournament rounds. So once again, I can filter however I want. Let's go and do practice rounds. I can actually select dates. When do I want to look? Our first day, we'll put in the October 25th, and then we can put an ending date, or we can have it run all the way till now. So on these 3 practice rounds, what we've done is it shows you our score and our running averages. So here's what's kind of neat about what we do a little bit differently than True Shots Gain. We're kind of shots gained to par. We're not docking you for missing fairways or things along that lines. What we're trying to say is, did you make par or better on the hole? If so, how did you do it? And if you did make par or better and you gave away shots, how did you do it? So kind of give you an idea, you put in your scores, -2, -3, -1, and then by the way you hit it, with expected scores, we kind of show you what we think you should have shot. Here's our birdies. How many total birdies did you have per round? Approach shots. These are strokes gained for actually hitting shots to the green. And then here's your shots, GIRs. This is our in positions. So how many times did you hit it in position and how did you score? Here's basically shots you gave away when you missed the green. So again, we're saying how many shots did we hit, how many shots did we hit in position, and what did you lose by missing greens, approach shots. Short gains is how much did you lose or gain on the field with short game. Putting to us is a little bit different. We're saying putting when it matters. We're tracking 3 putts and 2 putts, and also bombs. But we put a lot of your putting related scores inside of GIRs. Did you convert in positions, which we'll talk about here in a second. And then disruptors are shots lost during disruptors. So again, these are environmental. I was stuck behind a tree, deep rough. I took a penalty, things along that lines. We give you your greens and regulations. What is your percentage of greens hit? In positions, what were your in positions per hole? So again, the cool thing here is I almost hit half of my shots in position. And then what is my conversion rate? Birdies that are in position. So we say how many times you're in position, and then how did you convert? So you can kind of see where we're taking some of that putting data, and again, we kind of look at it as putts that matter. Are you converting the putts that you should have? And then pocket 6 percentage is how many times did I chip it within 6 feet, and what was my conversion rate? So these are kind of what we're tracking inside of our calculator. So like I said, we're a little different than a theoretical shots to gain. We view ourselves as more of a practical shots gained to par. So this is a good overview of what we're doing and how we're tracking it. What we try to do is strip the emotion away from the round by putting in your stats, the simple 18 components from the round entry we talked about earlier. We actually go ahead and pull out where you did well, where you gained on the field, and where you lost on the field. And once again, it just gives you a good idea of what's going on and gives you a feeling of what really happened and did I really shot well. So like I said, I overachieved for how I scored. So you can see we have a new twist on our strokes gain, and once again, we want to be able to provide you information about what's actually going on and where you need to improve on. It gives you a good snapshot of your game, where you're at, where you're going, and then we tie that into training, and hopefully we'll get you a lot better. Thank you so much.